Previously on Dungeons and Discourse, the party walked into the hunting grounds of something ferocious in the search of the Freckmas root.
Alright, so where we left off, you were in a clearing, a huge tree that one person out of this group of you recognize because you've been here a couple of times before. Not all of the time, because when you come here you kind of make it count and you grab enough that you don't really need to have to keep coming back all of the time. And the rest of the trees are just regular pines, so it does stand out. It's a bit of a clearing, and you can hear a sheep somewhere close by.
Do you want us to do something?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm going home.
Are we still running off, like, having seen this creature take the sheep?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you saw the creature charge into the woods. You guys ran after it, sort of tracked it down. You can hear the bleating, sort of dying bleats of a sheep somewhere.
I'm gonna run towards the sound.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna follow, worried about the sheep.
Alrighty, no worries. So you're running towards the big tree at the moment. Then
take out my crossbow because I saw the thing.
Yeah. You guys definitely just saw that 2 seconds ago. So
yeah, I remember it like it was 2 seconds ago.
So Snacks, you take off straight away. Bailey, you're running just behind him with a crossbow at the ready, and
I'm gonna run after them with the small sword held above my head.
Your head. And what is our fern friend doing?
Fern friend?
Fawn?
Fawn friend?
I'm a friend!
I'm following after them. I'll head towards the tree as well.
Alright, so you guys start charging towards the tree, and it's about where you are right now when you realize that there is actually an opening at the base of the tree. The roots have sort of split open the ground beneath, and it looks like quite a large sort of cavernous hole in there. That's exactly the spot. You can hear the bleating of this sheep right now, and as you guys sort of move a bit closer, you just hear this like hard crunching noises and just the heavy spill of blood, like just a massive gaping hole has just been torn apart, and there's just this heavy splash of blood coming through. Shut the my god! 5 seconds in, and I say the word gaping. I knew it.
Right, that sounds exactly like a gaping hole being ripped apart. It stinks.
I was going to make a corn chips and salsa joke, and then Mr. Gaping over here.
Right, it's going to look like corn chips and salsa.
Hopefully it tastes like corn chips and salsa.
Wow.
Please
wow.
Don't tell me that the sheep is in that hole.
It's also partly out of the hole.
I can see that. There's fucking blood everywhere.
Yeah, so there is a good trail of blood sort of leading in, but you guys can't see into the hole deep enough to see what's going on. So.
I might proceed towards the hole with caution.
Aha. Yes.
Very, very like myself. I definitely would not just rush in.
I'm going to be pointing my crossbow out from the side of Snacks, just like following him.
Rest it on my shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna rest it on your shoulder.
Oh,
I'm just going to scream out, come out and fight.
Oh, yeah? You're going to yell out?
Yeah.
All right.
Just ruin their
All right.
things.
I look over to Cliche like...
Get out here!
Okay. So you guys move a little bit closer to the hole.
We approach the gaping hole.
Every action, we move incrementally closer to the hole.
Can you please describe how wet this hole is now?
Is it also sticky?
I would say both. All right, as you guys get
Are you
closer...
glad you came?
One of the dudes.
One of the guys.
One of the guys.
As you guys get closer, the smell of decay sort of hits your noses. You've smelt this before, finding dead animals on roadsides, things like that. It's pretty pungent, and you call out to the hole under the tree, and nothing happens. You just hear whatever it is just continue to start chomping and feasting.
Want to fire your crossbow in there?
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
I mean, before I shoot my shit into it. I want to make sure it's the right hole.
Oh my god.
Should we run around the back?
We should probably check around the back.
You gonna check the back door?
With how much this one stinks.
Maybe this is the back.
I go, hello? And that's it.
And that's it? You're gonna walk around, or you just...
No, I'm not gonna walk around. I'm gonna.
So you're just peering around Snack's shoulder and you're like, hello?
Yeah.
You don't hear anything, you just hear the chomping of something just
There's like crunching of bones and
crunching
stuff.
of bones, yeah, just a bit of a commotion. A strong gust of wind sort of boosts past you guys, because like you were in the shelter of all of these trees, but now you're in this bit of a clearing. You just feel this strong gust of wind sort of hit, and you watch the trees around you sort of shake, and then this monster tree in front of you, just all of the arms all at once sort of like rattle about and then come to a standstill again.
Okay. Can I... Alright, so I'm going to touch my crossbow bolt and make it glow. So I'm going to cast light, cantrip.
Yep.
So it's going to project light, a bright light for 20-foot radius.
All right.
And
you
dim
guys
light
just,
20
like,
foot after that.
lit up.
And then I'm just going to look at Snacks. Like, and then boom, into the hole.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. You fire this light into the hole, disappears into the crevice, and you see the internal areas that were quite dark light up. You see like red roots of the tree sort of around it. You see something sort of quickly run past the hole, but doesn't come out. And you can see from where you guys are. Give me a perception. What am I doing here?
6 plus 4, 10.
All right. You can see what looks to be a little bit of a tuft of wool like down there, and definitely quite a bit of blood. You just see the sort of the shimmer of blood.
Okay. Does it look like sheep blood? I'm kidding. I just give Snacks and I give everyone just a very concerned look. It's like, I don't like the look of this, guys.
Has the bleeding stopped?
It has stopped.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to treat this like a Saturday night and I'm just diving in the hole.
God. You're just going to run and dive?
Yeah.
All right. So Bailey looks around at you
face
all.
first.
You're just going to actually dive in the hole?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Give me an acrobatics, actually.
Acrobatics. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's a stitch up. I'm good for athletics.
You should have known this because of your attempt to jump off the banister.
Ooh. That's a flat 3. I got stitched up by this box of delicious candy.
So Bailey's like, I don't know about this, guys. And you're like, yeah. Take off at a run and just go diving towards the tree. You misjudge like the distance between you and the tree, and you hit the ground first, and then slide across the dirt. Just sort of gather up all of that bloodied dirt down your front, and then just just kind of come to the top of the hole, and then just go. Just slide into it.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, you slide down into just a pool of blood. There is an excessive amount of blood down there. You just sort of splash into it, and you are at least ankle deep, but laying flat on your chest in this blood. Blood sprays up on your face.
Can I see those roots that you mentioned before?
Devil's sense.
Yes, you
Is
can.
the
entire area around you is completely covered in roots.
Can I just yeet one of my axes and just try and chop off a root?
You can do one more thing before we say that this is a surprise round for you specifically, and then we're into
Yeah,
into
I'd like to chop for a root.
chop for a root. Hole and gaping was not
Normally
a great
you don't have to
great
work
place to start.
Normally I don't need my axes out to get a root, but
Yeah, apparently
Is it
today.
still lit up,
that
or
axe
did
up today.
did it like the arrow go too far? Into
No, it's still lit up. Yep. Because I mean, the arrow didn't travel; it just landed,
Okay,
and
cool.
now it's just sort of poised, just in front of Snacks, I assume.
Can I see Snacks from here?
You can see like the back of his feet as he's sort of slid down and just sort of stopped. Like,
Right, okay. He's still prone.
he's still prone. He's still just laying down flat
use that
as he
action
grabs
to
one of his
stand up.
axes to hack off a root just down near his arm.
So what do I need to roll for that? Like, do I need to roll to hit?
Yeah, you'll have to roll to hit.
Wait, you're laying on the ground attempting to yeet an
He's
axe.
just gonna basically just go straight where he is. So there are
okay.
roots literally right underneath.
Lining the
They
ground.
seem to have lined the ground. They're up against like the walling of this cavern. Above your head, there are some like sort of hanging down, and you just see a creature just run past as you go to hack the root.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Fantastic.
Did you touch my dice?
Not a great start, I've got to say. You go to grab your axe, which you had them both in your hands. You sort of steady your grip on it and go to swing. And as you swing down, the blood that's all over your hands, it makes it so slippery that the axe just goes swoop, and slips out of your hand, and it just goes clattering past the crossbow bolt some 10 feet in front of you. You now have one axe in hand, and the other one is laying in a pool of
I
blood.
told you guys lubrication was a mistake.
Oh, this is too much. All right, now I'll get you guys to roll for initiative. That's not a great one for me.
Oh, that's not a great one for me either. I rolled
Nope.
a 2.
All right, so add all your bits and pieces, and I'll.
Yep, that's still a 2.
Oh. Well. So you guys are outside of the hole. I will just disappear Snacks. I'll disappear Snacks for now.
16 plus 2.
Damn. Okay. Anyone higher than a 18?
19 plus 3, 22.
Damn. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm glad you're right in the thick of it.
Very cliche. Snacks, what'd you get?
2.
And then
3 plus
Right.
2.
Laying it right in the cervix of the barrel right now.
Brady's been fondling our dice.
Strella, and then definitely.
Just like that.
So top of the round, Bailey, you watch as Snacks dives into the underneath the tree.
The care.
The gaping crevasse.
He hits the dirt at the top, and you watch as he just sort of very slowly slides in.
Yeah.
Then you hear the clang of a weapon. I'm not too certain
This seems
exactly what's happened there. And then you just see a shadow sort of run past the sort of what you can see of underneath.
Like the
You just see
light
this-
sort of like shimmering.
Yeah, you watch as this thing sort of runs past again. What are you gonna do? You're up, my friend.
Alright. Well, first I'm just gonna run up to the gaping gash. And then and I'm gonna peer in. I'm just gonna see how much I can see for now. Just standing on the top and looking down into the hole.
All right, so you got about 15 feet for you to get to the edge of it.
Okay.
We're like 5 minutes from calling it a tree pussy.
Trussy.
This trussy got me acting unwise.
Oh god. Regrets.
This trussy.
Regrets.
Straight up. Regrets. All right. So what are you doing? You perceiving from there, or are you just sort of?
I don't want to like invest. I just want to have a
Okay.
quick.
So
glance.
with your just your natural like perception, you just
Yeah.
look down. You can see Snacks laying on the ground. You can see your crossbow bolt some 15 feet in front of him, and in between the crossbow bolt, 10 feet, and then about 15 feet away from him is his axe, roughly.
Okay.
That's about it. You just see one axe laying in a pool of blood. A lot of blood, a lot of viscera. It doesn't look like this thing has completely devoured all of whatever it was eating. You see wool, but not only wool, you just see chunks of like other animal parts as well.
Right.
So
It's wasting food.
Yeah. Can I see how deep this gaping hole is? Like, how gaped is it?
Like, how far down does it go before
Can I
you
see
hit the base?
Can I see like the end, or it's just like from my view it just keeps?
From where you are standing, I'd say you can probably just see how everything sort of is coming in, but you can't really see the depth of the entirety of the like how far it goes further back.
Right.
That's about it.
Alright, well I'm just gonna carefully slide down and sort of just be near Snacks, and I'm gonna ready a crossbow bolt for anything that I see that's not an innocent animal, basically. Anything that's not just a beast, you know. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of it.
So anything that isn't just a beast.
As in, like, you know, like in terms of like D&D's, like not an animal.
Okay.
Like, it's not a sheep,
right,
cow,
okay. So not a
pig.
common creature or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like
want
anything.
to shoot at something that isn't out of
A common farm animal,
farm
basically.
animal.
Yeah.
Ah, dwarf.
Chicken with two heads. Ha ha ha. You shoot his chicken. Okay. So give me an acrobatics just for if you're going to be able to stay standing up and still have that readied action. If you roll poorly, then you're probably going to slip over in the muck.
Oh wait, it was a 1, so I get to re-roll it.
Oh, you are so lucky you're short. It's another one.
Yeah. I got it minimized. 19 plus 3, 22.
Nice. Okay. With that, you run up to the hole and just sort of skate down as if you're like skating on an invisible board. You
Flintstone
slide down. You Flintstone on top of Snacks. His board. You slide down on your feet, crossbow at the ready, and just just really quickly aiming around. And then
I think I'm like just like a.
yeah.
I'm feeling
Slides
awfully
right next to him.
emasculated right now.
Still laying on the ground, still covered in muck. Snacks.
So, bro, have you been doing squats, Snacks? My God, you want some fries with that shake? You're a
All right,
dump
so
truck.
you've got the readied crossbow bolt for when or if something comes into your sight.
Yeah.
So is it gonna happen now, or is it gonna happen when it moves? I can't remember how a readied action would work in that. Respect.
I think it has to meet the criteria to your discretion. So if
Yeah.
I see something, I'll shoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
You slide down the hole and pretty much pull yourself up right next to Snacks. You're standing, you're prepared, you're ready. The room around you is not as big as you probably thought it might be. The end of the room was just past your vision at the start of the hole, and you see this smallish sort of dragon-esque looking creature, bones and like sort of its own gore sort of hanging out in part. Doesn't look healthy at all, and it's just got a chunk of like about a quarter hind part of a sheep, and it's just throwing it across the room. Blood is just spraying everywhere, and then it chases it down and grabs it again and just chomps a bit harder and then throws it across the room again. The entire room itself is covered in gore from roof to floor, and then it turns around to see you just as the crossbow bolt fires straight towards it. So roll to hit.
Seven plus 5, 12.
Seven plus 5. Okay. The crossbow bolt hits the rather large creature.
It's going to do 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
4 plus 3. 7 damage. Pretty decent for a first hit.
And I think this is more like a panic shot too. So it's
Yeah,
just like,
you're rolling down, you're like, and you just see something bigger than you, and you're like, "Zoop," and let it fly, and it just sinks straight into one of the boniest parts of this creature that's already exposed. You just watch as this crossbow bolt just sinks straight into its flesh. You don't even see the other side of it. It looks like a through and through, and this creature sort of, and that's where we will now introduce a new piece of board. So, you guys are still outside of the hole. but I'm going to have to introduce this anyway, and we'll just disappear you guys from view.
Snacks, that's not a sheep.
How do you know?
Oh, wow. I don't know.
It might very well be a new type of sheep.
Wow, you've really shown me. Maybe I've got a couple hang-ups. It's like it's not what I perceive as a sheep, but
Sheep
I mean,
discrimination.
Farming will really
I was
open your eyes.
telling it that it's a sheep.
Yeah. Speciesism is real.
I really should have waited until it told me
What it identifies
what
as.
it
Don't
was.
assume how he identifies.
Oh, wow.
They.
Man, this is why I keep you around, Snacks.
If it is,
This
it's
is why
a
we're friends.
cannibal.
It's not just for the Badusi.
Oh, man, that's a big part. And I'm talking big.
So the creature in front of you winces with that shot as you watch it sort of goes straight through, and you hear it hit like the muddy wall behind the creature. It turns face to you guys. Still chunks of like flesh hanging out of its mouth. It spits it out. You notice that every surface is covered in this gore. Like it's just chaos down there. It doesn't seem to have wanted to really consume much of this. It's just ripping things apart, and the blood is just sort of just pooling in areas. And you watch as the veins of this tree start to sort of move a little bit as the blood sort of seeping into certain parts. And then it runs straight towards you.
Oh.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
I believe it has a pretty high movement speed.
Just smelling its breath right now.
Yeah, it runs straight up to you and then stops. Sort of splashes Snacks in the face with the stop and splash of its feet, and it just sniffs your face like.
I stay there and try not to move, it's like a T-Rex, and I'm trying to just like stay in its blind spot.
Move. It stays and just sniffs you a bit more, and then you hear this voice sort of pass through your mind. You don't hear it out loud, but you hear it inside of your head.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says, leave.
I go, alright. I would love nothing more than to leave this fucking hellscape right now. There's nothing scarier than the inside of a gaping hole to me. We're just gonna take a few roots. It won't take long, I promise. It never does. And then we'll get out of your hair.
You watch as the corners of the mouth pull back to reveal rows of teeth. It starts to grimace, more chunks falling out of its rotten mouth. Just the stench off of its breath.
I grab my handkerchief out of my sleeve and I go, "Ooh, he's got a little, just a little." Right there. And I dab at its mouth.
And that's when it goes to chomp your arm.
Next time on Dungeons and Discourse. How many arms will Bailey have left?